In this section, we will begin talking about the Boomi Flow Home tab. Let's look at the UI starting with the Home tab. The Home tab and Flows page is your starting point. This is the default state of the Home tab. When you first sign into your tenant, there will be no flows shown since none have been created. However, in this image, you are seeing the flow that you are about to build throughout the upcoming activities. Now let us focus on the toolbar on the left-hand side of the screen and speak about these icons. The menu on the left-hand side of the Flow Home tab is minimized by default. Clicking on the greater than icon expands the menu. Clicking it again minimizes the menu back to the default view. When the left-hand navigation toolbar is expanded on the Home tab, we can now see the names of each of the icons shown. The left-hand toolbar of the Home tab is broken down into 4 sections. The first and top section is where you find icons to access and create flows, page layouts, values, services, types, and importing assets. The second section is the settings section, where you can access the tenant and external storage. The third section is the tools section, where you can access the Boomi Flow API, import or export flow packages, access and edit players, create macros, and access your Boomi Flow dashboard for reporting and tracking purposes. And the fourth section is the help section, where you can access Boomi Flow documentation, email support, and sign out of your Boomi Flow account. The first section, as we mentioned, is used to create flows, page layouts, values, services, types, and import assets. The second section is used to access the tenant and external storage. The flows icon is where you are able to access your created flows as well as create new flows. The pages icon takes you to the page layout screen, where you are able to create and structure a page that will be shown to the user. A page layout is extremely extensible and gives you a variety of options to structure and display rich content. The values icon takes you to the values screen, where you're able to create a new value. Values are how data gets into the system. Values in Boomi Flow are similar to variables in the programming paradigm. They are containers that have a name and contain data. This data can be numbers, text, dates, instances of a type, say type customer, or another value. The services icon takes you to the services screen, where we are able to install a service. Services allow the user to extend or integrate the Boomi Flow platform with third-party applications. The type screen is where we are able to create a new type. A type is an object used to send data to and from a service. A type uses a predefined structure, i.e., an account, person, or message. We can use types to create representations of real-world objects we are likely to use in our app, and a type can have properties. The asset screen is where you can drop a file into the dotted line box or click to select files from your computer. Assets are files we may want to include in our workflow, like images, videos, or presentations. These are static resources that could be images, presentations, spreadsheets, text files, code snippets, or brand identity kits like logos or custom graphics. The tenant screen is where you will also see a section shown for subtenants. Here we can also add a new user to our tenant or subtenant and create subtenants when we are accessing the main tenant. The third section is the Tools section. This section provides access to the Boomi Flow API, import-export flow packages, players, macros, metrics, and the Flow dashboard. Access to the Boomi Flow API is opened by clicking on the API icon. The abbreviation API stands for Application Programming Interface. The API is a software library or protocol that facilitates interaction between different software or services. The API tool can also be used to perform actions like locating the tenant ID by performing a get API /admin/1/tenant query. Import-export gives you the ability to import and export flow packages using sharing tokens or using JSON packages. Importing or exporting with sharing tokens or JSON packages does not bring players or macros along with an associated flow, however. The Boomi Flow players are the interface used to render flows. Boomi Flow players use themes. Think of them as skins for your apps. Flow comes with all of the boot swatch themes standard, as well as the Salesforce One theme. You can also create new players and customize the CSS code to your liking. The fourth section is the Help section. Here you can access the docs site where a large variety of BoomiFlow information is documented. Support is where you may submit a support ticket to the BoomiFlow help desk if you encounter a problem. And last is the sign out icon, which allows you to sign out of the BoomiFlow platform and your BoomiFlow account.